Hello everyone, so in this video we are going to see the lambda function and how we can use lambda function with map, filter and reduce within examples. Let's cover the theoretical part first. So what is a lambda? So lambda is an anonymous function without a name, so they cannot refer later. So we can say lambda is a function without function name. Then we can pass any number of arguments but only one expression. So we can pass n number of arguments but they need to be in a single expression or in a single line. And it means that lambda functions are restricted by syntax to use a single expression. So that is the short note on lambda. Now let's see the coding part for lambda and how we can use lambda with map, filter and reduce. So the syntax of lambda is very easy. So first lambda, then we need to specify the parameter name, that is our variable, then colon, and what we are going to do with the variable we need to write over here right hand side of a colon. And here in the scenario 1 we can see when I am declaring a variable and assigning string, and then I'm just printing this single line function lambda var colon var, and you can see I'm getting an object of a type lambda. Now let's try to replace this var string with print var string, and you can see still we are getting only the lambda object, and now we can see still we are getting a lambda object. Then how to print this string? Here you can see in the scenario 2 we can print the string variable, or you can print any variable, but we need to specify which variable you are referring, because in the previous this lambda function does not know anything about this parameter value. So we need to pass like this as a variable to this function. And here you can see this single line function, which is a lambda function, accepted this parameter and it is displayed string. Let's try scenario 3, and this is the normal function which we create usually, and you can see the result is 20, but the same function you can create with a lambda. Now let's try to write the same function using lambda. So here you can see a and b are the variables and we assign 10 and 10 value. Then in this single line you can see here lambda, which is accepting two parameters a and b, and on the right hand side of this colon we are writing what we are going to do with these two parameters. And you can see here in this right hand side, first we are directly giving the result of addition using print statement, and to this function we need to pass the parameters. So, and here is how we can pass the parameter to this lambda function. We can see a and b and the result is 20. So you can see here the difference. Here we use 4 lines to perform the same operation, but here we use 2 lines. But you can also finish this particular problem in a single line. So you can see, just replace this a with 10 and b with 10 and just remove this line. And now we can see the same result, 20. So at the end a will take the first value and b will take the second value. So you can see the huge difference between single line function, which is lambda, and our normal function. There is another way we can use lambda as well. So we write the single line lambda function and we can assign that expression to a variable, and this variable will act as a function now. And here we can see in the yes you can pass the parameter a and b and it will execute exactly same. So this is the another way we can use lambda. If you don't want to use syntax like this, we can also use syntax like this. You can also use lambda with higher order function. What is a higher order function? So any function which takes parameter as a function or returns function as a parameter, we call that function as a higher order function. So here you can see we created one function which is going to return a single line function called lambda. So that's why we are calling test function as our higher order function. So how it executes? So first we are calling test function with 10 as a parameter. Then this particular function will give us lambda x colon x into 10. Then that is the value result is holding. It is holding a function which is a lambda x colon x into 10, and then over this lambda function we are passing one parameter 8. Right now we'll get a result lambda x, which is 8 now, colon 8 into 10, which is 80. So that is the result we got after calling one function and then executing the lambda. So we just saw different scenarios of a lambda. Now let's see how we can use lambda with map, filter and reduce. So in this example, I'm using map, and then inside map, I'm using lambda and filter. So let's start from the right hand side. So you can see I'm using this lambda and filter. So this particular filter function takes first as a function. As we already saw, filter takes first parameter as a function and second as a iterator. So in the iterator, we pass one tuple. So it will filter the result based on this condition where x is greater than equal to 3. Right now, the result is here one tuple which holds value 3 and 4. Then we are using map. The first parameter we use for map is a function and the second parameter is iterator. So right now the filter's result is a tuple of 3 and 4. Then what this lambda function and map is doing, it is just adding the same element one time and giving us a result in the list. So you can see here 3 is added to itself, we are getting 6 as a result, and then 4 plus 4 we are getting 8. So this is how we can use map, lambda, filter together. Let's see another example with a filter. So same scenario. So let's start from the right hand side. So map function. So this map function accepted first parameter as a function and the second is iterator, and what it will do is just going to add this number to itself. So 1 plus 1 2 2 plus 2 4 likewise. So at the end we'll get a tuple 2 4 6 and 8. Then we are filtering that result based on this condition x should be greater than equal to 3. So right now our iterator is 2 4 6 and 8. So we can see the result is 4 6 8. We can clearly see 4 6 and 8 are greater than or equal to 3. So we can use filter, lambda and map together. This is just one scenario. At the end we can see how we can use reduce with lambda, map and filter. So let's start from the right hand side. So here on the right hand side we are performing filter. So on this iterator we are going to perform that x is greater than equal to 3. So this will give us a result 3 and 4 as a tuple. And then on that we are performing a map that we are going to add the same number to itself. So right now this particular will return you 6 and 8. So now this reduce is taking lambda as a function and the iterator as 6 and 8. Then it is going to add those two numbers. So you can see here the lambda is x plus y. So right now our x value is 6 and y value is 8. You can see the result is 14. So this is how we can use lambda, and this is just a syntax of how we can use them together. Thank you everyone.